This is Jessica Williamson, and you're watching ZapRoot. James Bond fans are wetting themselves over the fact that an actual underwater car will debut at the Geneva Auto Show. The Squba, not to be confused with the Scuba, the sister of the Roomba, which cleans the floor, is an actual underwater car. It feels very James Bond, and it's equipped with compressed air tanks similar to a scuba diver's equipment. It releases zero emissions, and it is powered by a series of electrical motors. It goes up to 77 miles per hour on land, but underwater, the Squba swims a little more slowly. It paddles, so to speak, at 1.8 miles per hour. The Squba does swim like a submarine, but sadly, it's not shark-proof. And at $1.5 million, I would have thought it would have at least had torpedoes. It is not a good time to be a plastic bag. First, San Francisco banned plastic bags, and we thought that was pretty cool. But now, we're really happy to hear that Israel, Canada, Botswana, Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, Taiwan, Singapore, Bangladesh, and some places in India are all moving in on the plastic bag. But believe it or not, China is beating them to the punch, putting a ban into effect this June, a few months before the Olympic Games. I guess if you're going to invite the world over, you might want to clean the place up a little. YouTube user Juana recently commented on a story we did about the fur trade. They said, "While I'm against the fur industry, I think too much attention is given to fur rather than other animal products like leather and even eating meat. I know many people who would cringe at the thought of wearing a fur coat, but would readily down a bucket of chicken wings." And just so you know, Juana Tango, one tag Tango, we here at ZapRoot totally agree. Take water for instance. To produce 1 pound of beef, it takes 2,000 gallons of water. You actually save more water by not eating 1 pound of beef than you do by not showering for an entire year. But we're not suggesting you do that. Hey YouTube users, you should subscribe. The button is right over here. So you work in an office and you want to make it a little greener. Let's do it. You could start an office-wide recycling program, obviously if you don't already have one. You can green your business cards at greenprinter.com, greensquaregraphics.com, or the very affordable option where we at ZapRoot have our business cards done, Wizard Graphics. And if you want to go corporate, Office Depot now offers an entirely green catalogue of products. You could change your bulbs to CFLs, or stop your equipment from sucking vampire energy at night by turning off entire power strips. And if you can't turn your computer off, at least put it to sleep. You can also use reusable EcoEnvelopes. You can get a greening your office guide at Chelsea Green Publishing, even though it's a little silly that they don't have a downloadable version. You can use double-sided printing and copying, turn old letterhead into scratch pads, put new labels over old to reuse manila folders, envelopes and shipping boxes. Bring your own coffee mug, bring snacks from home to reduce food packaging, and let's face it, reduce your own urge to snack yourself into a food coma. You can bring your own eating utensils, and take public transit. And if all this isn't enough for you, you can just toss your old job and get a new one at monster.com's green section, or idealist.org, or treehugger.com's green job board. So we always like to acknowledge a little improvement, and we thought you just might like to know that worldwide paper consumption has actually plateaued. All of the links in our show can be found in our show notes. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe at viropop.com.